How does express routing work for REST APIs? Have you ever wondered how web applications know where to send your requests? Today, we will uncover the mechanics of express routing for building REST APIs. Understanding this will help you create efficient and organized applications. Express routing is the way an Express JavaScript application determines how to respond to different hypertext transfer protocol requests. These requests can be GET, POST, PUT, or DELETE, and they target specific uniform resource locator endpoints. This is essential for building REST APIs, where each route corresponds to an endpoint that manages a particular resource or action. At its foundation, routing in Express follows a simple pattern. You use methods on the Express application object, often called app, that match the HTTP methods. For instance, app-get handles GET requests, while app-post manages POST requests. Each of these methods requires a path, which is the endpoint URL, and a handler function that executes when a request matches both the method and path. Let's look at a straightforward example. If you want to handle GET requests at the root URL, you might write app-get/request response is equal to response send hello from Express routing. In this case, when the server receives a GET request to the root URL, it runs the handler function, which sends a response back to the client. Internally, Express uses a routing table to efficiently match incoming requests to their respective handler functions based on the HTTP method and URL path. To keep things organized, especially in larger REST APIs, Express provides the router object. This feature allows you to group related routes into separate modules. For example, you could create a router for a resource like users or products, define all related routes there, and then mount that router onto a path in the main application. This modular approach keeps your code clean and easy to manage. Here's how you might create a router module for a wiki resource. Const express is equal to require express. Const router is equal to express router. Router get/request response is equal to response send wiki home page. Router get/about request response is equal to response send about this wiki. Module exports is equal to router. Then, in your main application file, you would mount this router like this. Const wiki router is equal to require /wiki. App use/wiki wiki router. Now, requests to wiki and wiki about will be handled by the routes defined in the router. Express routing also supports middleware functions. These functions can be added to routes to perform tasks like authentication, logging, or data validation before reaching the final handler. Middleware functions receive the request and response objects along with a next function to pass control to the next middleware or route handler. In the context of REST APIs, routing allows you to map create, read, update, and delete operations to the appropriate HTTP methods and endpoints. For example, GET retrieves a list of items. POST creates a new item. Get/item/ID retrieves a specific item by its identifier. Put/item/ID updates an item. Delete/item/ID removes an item. Express routing simplifies the process of defining these routes and their handlers. This makes it easier for backend developers to build clear, maintainable, and scalable REST APIs. The routing system handles incoming requests, directs them to the right logic, and sends back responses, forming the backbone of server-side application functionality.